Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet. Now, it has been 5 days since Tropical Cyclone Alfred, well now ex-Tropical Cyclone Alfred hit, as of recording this that is, because, yeah. Power went out 10:30 on that Friday that the cyclone was going to hit, and as of recording this, which is the 12th, still no power. If anything, you can probably hear the generator in the background, though it is an inverted one, which is quieter than the traditional one, so maybe not. But if you do, well, that's because we are still without power, because in my town, my end of the town can still go fuck itself, because the rest of town has power, but once again, my area of town can go fuck off. But they are, early this morning, no trucks were driving past, so probably heading down my way to restore power. So yeah, anywho though, so in Australia here, Cyclone was coming, named Cyclone Alfred, and well, we've had cyclones in the past. Some of them have hit other areas of Australia, others have just fizzled out before they even touch land, which funny enough was what I thought was going to be the case this time, but no, if anything, actually this was the first one in probably a long time that was actually directly hitting where I live. So if they said it was coming straight our way, cutting through the Bay Islands district through to Brisbane, and then going inland towards like Northern Territory area and all that, and yeah. So yeah, the news coverage was pretty crazy, I must say. And rightfully so, because it was, you know, got prepared and all that. So I spent the next 2 days prior preparing for it, like, you know, laying things down, tying things up and securing everything, having to remove certain things that would have a risk of falling, both indoors and outdoors, and well, yeah, the whole kit and caboodle, you know. So yeah, but of course, so especially on the day prior to the cyclone hitting, the wind and the rain started to come. This was while it was still bloody you know, coming, not even on us yet. So yeah, Friday is when it hit. Well, very late Friday to early Saturday. So yeah, we were told on the news to you know, seek shelter either at a refuge centre, such as like community halls and all that, where they're setting up temporary refuge. And what else? Fuck. I add in the smallest or second smallest room in your house, such as the bathroom or whatever it is. So set up shop in there temporarily. Of course, I slept in my bed like normal, and then if I woke up during the cyclone, I'd just go into my bathroom. But funny enough, I slept through the whole thing. So yeah. So yeah, and now just you know, putting everything back to normal now that it's gone. The sun has started coming out as of yesterday or the day before, so yay. And yeah, and well, not funny enough, but pretty crazy though, that even before the cyclone hit, houses were being ripped apart and roofs being torn off and shit, and this was before the fucking thing even hit land. Luckily though, my house was untouched, just a few branches falling down, some things blown over, that's about it. But other houses though, before the bloody thing even hit, was bloody you know, ripped to shreds. So you can only imagine what it was doing for. And not only that, but it was almost like it was playing games with it. It was games with us, you know. It was coming inland, then it would do the fucking 180 or some shit, like, you know, went to go as if it was going to head back out to sea, but then came back, and then it went down to a category 1, then it went back up to a category 2, and then it went back down to a tropical low, category 1, same thing, I think. And, well, yeah, you know? And when I think about it, this is also actually the longest I've had my house without power since... been without power this long since 2012, 2013. Every other time, if I remember correctly, it's only been like a day at most, sometimes overnight, or just a few hours really. So yeah, it was very bizarre, I must say. But this is the first cyclone that I know of that I've actually fully been in. Others, you know, we just got the outside of it, you know, like it would be upstate more or down the country more, whatever. So yeah. So yeah, but the past few days have just been doing somewhat of our usual things. Wi-Fi has fucked itself. Well, sort of. Probably because the fibre optic cables in the ground are soaked, so the Wi-Fi is not working. So yeah, there you have it. So literally, for me and other people in my town, we literally have to go to the centre of town where there's a Telstra tower where you get the best signal, just to check some fucking emails and Facebook statuses or whatever, you know, and even like make phone calls and shit like that, which is what I had to do for the past few days and still doing now as of this recording on the 12th, because without the Wi-Fi I can't do a fucking thing. So yeah, and literally the only game I'll be able to play is Most Wanted 2005, because it doesn't really require internet on the PS2 and my computer. So that's why I've got some extra background gameplay, because I've just been playing that, because, well, technically I can play others, but I don't want to risk loss of progress and data being synced, having sync errors with save data and all that, so I'd rather just not, and just, you know, just play something that can be done fully offline and doesn't have any data to sync, because such a thing wasn't around when the said game was released. So yeah, I'd just rather do that. So yeah, so of course with my end of the island you get little to no signal, so especially as we're on a downhill area where we go, you drive down a hill to get to my place, so signal is definitely in the shit, and the only way we get signal really is through Wi-Fi. And of course, with that not working, we can barely do a fucking thing with, well, anything. So once again, I have to drive down to the middle of town to the tower where you get full signal, full bars, to check your emails, any other internet related stuff, make phone calls, send messages. There's several other people doing that too, just parking across from it and next to it and shit like that to do the same thing. So yeah, there you have it. So, and this is not just my town, this is several other towns as well, which some have even been flooded, so you know, that sucks. And yeah, Gold Coast got hit. Brisbane, surprising, especially Brisbane City, surprisingly not so much. Apparently, from what I've seen with memes, is that it just went, fuck this shit, I'm out. So yeah, the only good thing out of Cyclone is that we got a new batch of memes. So yeah, there you have it. So yeah, the only thing I've been able to do around here is watch some movies, play Need for Speed Most Wanted over and over again, read, and just put things around the house and in the house back to normal, such as put photo frames back up on the wall and stuff like that. You know what I mean. And like, you know, other things that had to be put away temporarily, put them back out or whatever. So yeah, And then of course when the power comes back on, all of this will have to be unplugged from the generator and plugged back in normally, so that's another task and a half, especially the fridge, so that's fun. So yeah, there you have it. Cyclone Alfred. Okay, so now it's 16th. Power came back on last Wednesday, I believe, which was actually when I started doing this video. So yeah, and then of course spent the next few days you know, doing loads of washing because I couldn't do it the week, because I couldn't do it during the week. So yeah, you know, and then just now, today, just finished clearing the yard of, you know, falling down branches and all that, and getting rid of other rubbish and whatnot, like stuff that's been blown over. So yeah, so that's Cyclone Alfred in a nutshell. The dodgy boy, I guess you could say. So yeah, what an eventful week and a half it has been. So yeah, yay. Anyway though, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you in the next one.